You never know who's a serial killer. You never know who's a serial killer. So if you're ever in a tricky situation, just remember, what would a black person do? Think about John Wayne Gacy. He was a clown killer. He didn't kill clowns. He was a clown, also was a killer, so the worst of both. But when you think about black people, they don't mess with clowns. When black people have parties, they never think about clowns as entertainment. That's a white people thing. That's why John Wayne's victims were white. So if you're ever in a tricky situation, just think, WWBPT, what would a black person do? Don't go too racist with it. In this video, I'll go through the best, craziest serial killers I know of. And at the end, I speak about one serial killer that I think should get way more popularity, but doesn't. He's killed way more than the popular American serial killers. In fact, he's killed more than the popular American serial killers combined. But anyway, before I get to that, let's start with, the first one, as I already spoke about.
Clowning has taken a bad name because of what they've used in my case.
John Wayne Gacy. He was known as Pogo the Clown to kids. And weirdly enough, once he told the police officers, clowns can get away with a murder. But I don't know what led to that conversation. He saw teenage boys, would lure them to his house, and he had 33 plus victims.
You're accused of murdering 33 kids, and you say you didn't believe in hitting.
They found him because on the job interview for one of the young boys, he lured him to his house and made it clear where he lived. So they just tracked down where the interview took place. And because he was murdering in his house and kept 33 victims in his house. And then when the police came in, they just found the dead bodies everywhere. I think he just should have hid him in a clown car. It would have fit. He was executed, lethal injection. This wasn't a lethal injection.
Bazinga!
The clowning was relaxation for me. I enjoyed entertaining kids.
Hey, yo!
Like some people, they unwind in different ways, either we're going out drinking or that. I could put on clown makeup and I was relaxed.
Hey, yo!
We're gonna hang out, gonna watch a movie,
You never know.
gonna take some pictures.
Jeffrey Dahmer, popular on Netflix. Everyone's seen the Netflix series at this point. But I'm gonna get through this real quickly. He'll kill young boys he met in the bar. And he used the Kevin Spacey tactic before Kevin Spacey was even popular. I'm gay, so technically it doesn't count. He told the police officer he's gay and that's his boyfriend, and the police officer was like, alright, cool, no homo, and they left. It was back in the 1980s. That's when no homo was at his prime.
Sleeping pill mixture already prepared. Person would drink it, fall asleep, and
Fortunately, Jeffrey didn't learn from his lesson, so another guy escaped. He went to the police. This time, before the police officer could say no homo, he jumped in and was like, look, this is what Jeffrey's been doing.
Dahmer was murdered by another prison inmate just a year and 10 months after this interview, a form of justice he said he deserved.
that's what I deserve. I deserve death.
What are you gonna do?
Who you gonna call?
Take some pictures?
That's right, Ghostbusters.
The second biggest killer with this name
I almost feel guilty. Costing the taxpayers a lot of money.
Israel Keys. And the first is the MMA guy. This guy killed 11 people. He would bury his murder kits in preparation so then he can save them for later dates. They had like hash, weapons, and duct tape. Just everything that you need just in case you decide to murder again. And when the FBI asked him why he did it, he just said, because I could. So this guy would kill multiple people and he had a prepared kill kit just to kill these random vulnerable people. Can someone's name really make the person what they are? If that's the case, I would like to be called by Big Dick Mo. Really appreciate it.
Israel is truly our greatest ally in the Middle East.
Ted Bundy, he had great charisma, fooled everyone, the judge, the victims, even himself. He kind of believed that he could be his own lawyer. He went to law school. I went to law school. I don't think I can cover myself, but he thought he can cover himself.
Go for Florida statute. I'll plead not guilty right now. And your
30 plus victims, all women. Just to show ladies, you can never trust a handsome kind of lawyer, unless his name's Mo.
You need to leave.
I'm not asking for mercy.
By the jury, it is hereby imposed the death penalty upon the defendant Theodore Robert Bundy.
Stunned the courtroom with some parting words for Bundy.
Take care of yourself, young man.
Thank you.
You're as cold as ice!
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
On the list of people that aren't as popular, H.H. Holmes, America's first known serial killer. He started a murder hotel in Chicago and it just was full of traps and great ways to kill people. This is what I'm on about. In the past, they just had better architecture, they had better style, they were more focused. I think there was just a bit more appreciation to the things that matter. This guy has made a murder hotel. He's made use of his serial killing. Nowadays, it's just straight up murder, leave the body, maybe leave a message, maybe send a dick pic. I don't know. With the confirmed kill of 27 plus people and the prediction between 9 to 200 people, H.H. Holmes was technically the first ever non-American serial killer. And yet, weirdly enough, not the worst hotel. Not all serial killers are creepy guys. Some of them are creepy women.
She's been called the damsel of death and the hooker from hell. But embellishment aside, the story of history's first female serial killer is macabre enough.
She would target men as prostitutes, and in fact there was a movie inspired by her called Monsters. She loved outbursting in court.
Be handled by you or the
Your
public
wife and
defender.
kids get raped.
I would ask that you would
Right
appoint
in
the
the
public defender's
ass.
office. Okay, I'll appoint.
Like, she didn't give a fuck. She was a sex worker that shot 7 guys, claimed self-defense but was proven to be robbery murder. You know, like, self-defense works like once.
And he said I did the most horrendous crime in the whole wide world.
Not true?
I guess not. All they were was shot and left. If it was a horrendous crime, why didn't I shoot them between the eyes, cut their penis off, stick it in their mouth, you know, do all kinds of gross stuff.
Unfortunately for the victims, they didn't leave with a happy ending.
Executed under the devil. I have to come clean and cleanse my spirit in the name of Jesus Christ.
You killed those men in cold blood.
Yeah, and I got to come clean that I killed those 7 men.
Like most murderers, he didn't lurk in the shadows or stalk.
And finally, Harold Shipman. The guy that isn't spoken about a lot, and I think it's because his murders isn't as gruesome. He would forge patients' wills to send over some of the money to himself, but in some cases, he didn't really do that. In some cases, he just did it for the love of murder. See, I think if he did it way more gruesomely, he was just out there murdering with knives and just killing people, and his patients were actually really hot women rather than old patients, I think more people would care. His patients were old as fuck. They were gonna die in 5 days' time anyway. He just did it a bit earlier. He worked in the GP. It's like the doctors, but you wait a bit longer and they tell you got the flu, or they send you to like another doctor or something. And in this case, Harold Shipman sent them to God. But to be fair though, he was actually the quickest doctor in the GP. With estimated over 250 deaths, that's clearly the highest ranking S-tier serial killer of them all. But unfortunately, he didn't go out there slicing and dicing. He didn't keep any trophies. He just slowly gave them pills and made them die. I know some of you guys right now don't trust your doctors, and to be fair, I don't trust my doctor. I don't trust doctors or hospitals. Did you know 90% of deaths happen in hospitals? Fuck's happening in a hospital?
The country's most prolific serial killer for at least 100 years.
Here's Johnny. Okay, calm down, bitch. Check out my other videos. I've got a lot more. Just check them out. Funny stuff. Subscribe, follow. I've been Mo. Shush. Okay, you know, I'm not even gonna kill her. Alright, I might kill her.